What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 5th-ranked team of the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Green. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go back to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45 on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Razorbacks are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back. It's Green. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you...
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Platt. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Give to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Finds his man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Volunteers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The official says no good after the miss. Lead is still 4. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Washington. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. With the catch, it's Blake.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab on the shot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Green. This time he's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that exit.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Vols get it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Aguilar. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Great job and coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So
got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Vols. Timely decisions, effective play management, helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Green. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
On the run, it's Washington. He's inside the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quick completion to the right. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Green. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Matthews.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds, and he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. It's a running room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll give it to him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The Razorbacks even move the chains again.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Going to the running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Unloads quickly. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. 1st and 10 coming up. Using his legs, it's Hill. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Green. Makes the catch, it's Blake. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They're going to ride this running back. Finding an escape route. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just when they're looking one, now up top. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're in field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on the touchdown Volunteer. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Green. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Vols moving quickly to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. And he nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got it, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense that time blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the tailback. It's a seam wide open. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, out of space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Vols have this offense rolling.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. And off from the shotgun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Vols come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll run the screen. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Blake. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Alabama.
Looking for a gap. It's Bishop.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From on the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way forward. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Vols will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Blake. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Clapp. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Green. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This field goal would make it a 1-possession game, and the crowd trying to get in this guy's head. Never a doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Big 3rd down for this defense. offense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.